The legislation for peace and security consists of two laws. One is Law Concerning the Development of Legislation for Peace and Security, which is a partial revision of the Self-Defense Forces Law aiming to secure peace and security of Japan and the international community. The other is the International Peace Support Act, which stipulates cooperation and support activities for the armed forces of foreign countries in a situation that the international community is collectively addressing threats to international peace and security. The Law Concerning Development of Legislation for Peace and Security is a partial revision of 10 existing laws, including the Self-Defense Forces Law. Among the key items of the revision of the Self-Defense Forces Law, it includes the provisions concerning defense operations where situations where an armed attack against a foreign country that is in a close relationship with Japan occurs, and as a result, threatens Japan's survival and poses a clear danger to fundamentally overturn people's right to liberty and pursuit of happiness take place. In addition to this, 4 new articles have been inserted. The first one is the article that enables the units of the SDF to take measures to rescue Japanese nationals overseas whose lives or bodies could be harmed in emergency situations. The second one is the article that enables the uniformed SDF personnel to use weapons to protect the weapons and other equipment of the units of the U.S. forces, armed forces of other countries, and similar organizations. The third one is an article that enables the provision of supplies or services to the U.S. forces. The fourth one is the provisions for the punishment of those who commit crimes overseas. Among the key items of the revision of the law concerning measures to ensure peace and security of Japan in situations in areas surrounding Japan, it includes reviewing the clause on the law's purpose, including the deletion of "in areas surrounding Japan" from the definition of the situations, and renaming it situations that will have an important influence on Japan's peace and security. The revision of the law enables the provision of support activities to the U.S. Armed Forces undertaking activities that contribute to the attainment of the objective of the Japan-U.S. Security Treaty, as well as military forces of other countries that contribute to the achievement of the objectives of the UN Charter. The revision of the law also includes the expansion of the scope of the support activities. Among the key items of the revision of the Ship Inspection Operations Law, it includes revisions associated with the revision of the law to ensure security for situations in areas surrounding Japan, and the establishment of provisions for ship inspection operations for situations that the international community is collectively addressing threats to international peace and security prescribed in the International Peace Support Law. As for the International Peace Cooperation Act, the key items of the revision of the law include new provisions regarding internationally coordinated operations for peace and security, which are PKO-like operations but not under the control of the United Nations, and the addition of tasks that can be implemented during UN peacekeeping operations and other operations, such as capacity building assistance for the establishment and re-establishment of a nation's armed forces, tasks at mission headquarters, and protection of individuals related to operations in response to urgent requests. In relation to the revision of laws, the MOD considers the review of the authority to use weapons. As for the newly established law named the International Peace Support Act, it stipulates that Japan will contribute to ensuring international peace and security through providing cooperation and support activities for the armed forces of foreign countries in situations where the international peace and security is threatened, and the international community is collectively addressing the threat to remove it in accordance with the objectives of the UN Charter, and also where Japan needs to take part and cooperate in these activities as a member of the international community.
次にガイドラインについて見ていきましょう。
The new guidelines provide the general framework and policy direction for the roles and missions of Japan in the United States. There are 3 major points. First, the guidelines serve for a core role in ensuring the peace and security of Japan, and accordingly strengthen and enrich contents of cooperation to that end. The guidelines present the direction for achieving seamless cooperation from peacetime to contingencies. Second, alliance cooperation is now tailored to include regional and global matters, as well as space and cyberspace. Third, a framework to secure effective Japan-U.S. cooperation is ensured under the guidelines. The alliance coordination mechanism that can be used from peacetime and the bilateral planning mechanism are established as part of the framework. In the increasingly severe security environment surrounding Japan, threats easily cross national boundaries to reach our soil. No single country can cope with these threats alone any longer. Even in such an era, we are resolved to protect the lives and the peaceful livelihood of the people of Japan. In order to fulfill that, the legislation for peace and security and the guidelines are essential.